3 most common forehand mistakes. Mistake is here. Too much on your arm. You're gonna be late. Boom. Go towards the ball with a side spin. So let's crack this forehand code. Here. Drop. Hi everyone, my name is Milan Kyrgios from Serbia. I'm founder of TENFITMEN. I'm a professional tennis player and coach. What's up guys? Welcome back to another TENFITMEN video. Today I'm gonna share with you 3 most common forehand mistakes, and this is the updated version of this video. We had something similar before. Today I'm gonna share something I learned recently and I discovered on my own or from other players and coaches, and also I'm gonna share one bonus with you. So let's crack this forehand code and let's fix these mistakes. I believe this is gonna be useful for you and that you're gonna enjoy it. So let's get into it. Let's immediately start with the first most common mistake, and this is related to the beginning, right? How you start the swing. The mistake is after split step, when the turn starts, the player immediately releases the non-dominant arm from the racket, which causes the body to stay too open, right? The body is too open here. So mistake is here. Now, this would not be the problem, and some pros actually do this, as long as you can still get the full turn and get this shoulder back, right? So you can go here, right? But on the amateur and club levels, this usually doesn't happen. So if you release it, you're most likely gonna be too open, and most likely you're gonna rely too much on your arm, right? So this mistake is something like this. Here, and how to fix it, I would just recommend keep the non-dominant arm on the racket longer so you can get a full coil, right? And in that way you will make sure that you turn, and then you can hit the forehand. Like that. Here. Cool. The most common mistake number 2 for today, I want to talk about here, once we reach the power position here, right? So the mistake is usually going for too much and breaking this plane here beside me. If I'm going to show you playing from this angle, right? So here, and it's breaking this plane, right? I'm going for too big and then here. On this view, side view, that looks like here. Too much, and then very likely you're gonna be late a lot of times. Here, boom. Plus, you don't really generate the proper racket leg, right? Because you already have this racket behind and you're just pulling it. So again, how to fix this? Imagine there is a wall behind you when you turn, and then you just kind of stop there, either with your elbow, or you can stop with the racket if you have the racket up. So the racket can stay either up or down, but you don't want to break this plane, like the wall is behind you. So here, and then bam. Huh. The most common mistake number 3, assuming that we have a good leverage here, good coil, there is still possible mistake after this, and that is once you go to hit the ball, you go directly at it like this, right? So you go here, and then you just simply go towards the ball, right? And usually this kind of shots end up being too flat, or it's all with a side spin, and therefore not really consistent. This looks something like this. You go here, and then, and I call this a slap, right? So this could work if the ball is on the rise, but it will still need a little bit more drop. So the way to correct this is getting the drop. So the whole arm and the racket should kind of go down. I call this like, you know, if you're on the second floor here, you just have to drop down. Use the elevator, never mind, elevator down, and then you swing, right? So the correct way, here, drop, and then here. Remember, the important thing here is that this drop should happen in the last moment. So very, very often I have players after I explain this, they kind of do this. They go early, and then they're kind of waiting here. So make sure that this drop happens in the very last moment, and then good point reference is that the racket should stay up even after the bounce. So the ball should bounce, the racket should stay up, and then you should go and hit here. All right, so those were the 3 most common mistakes, and as always, I'm gonna give you the bonus. The bonus mistake, this is also very important, and it happens too often, I would say. So here it is. When you go here, and then even if you have the proper drop, right? So we go even one step further, is after this, what happens? The mistake is the player is mostly focused on the racket face. So they use this one as the maneuvering point of the racket. So let's say the ball is here, they're gonna kind of maneuver the racket with immediately aiming to hit. Obviously they're gonna hit with this. So they're gonna focus on this part, right? So they're gonna go and they're gonna go like this, right? What is the mistake? So they go here and they just swing like this because they're concerned to hit the ball with this part. It kind of makes sense, right? That you want to hit it and you kind of want to swing like this. If it's not clear, in a second you're gonna understand when I explain the correct way. Here is the incorrect way. Here. Boom. It's actually very difficult for me to show it this way. I'll try again. Here. And it's literally pushed, right? Pushed. Here and pushed. Maybe now you're already seeing where is the mistake, right? How to correct this. You have to create the racket leg and you have to pull the handle, right? So you have to get this part as your aim. This is where you want to focus on, right? Rather than here. You want to swing towards the ball with your bottom cap here, and then you want to have the racket come around and then finish here, right? So it's not this, not this. Easy way to check this, if you watch your video, you can watch it from the side. You can record it from the side and then watch at this point, right? Before you're hitting the ball, if your bottom cap of the racket is pointing in some random direction to the side, that means that you are kind of guilty of this mistake. Where you should point? Boom! Not just towards the ball, but even more out, right? So it should be like this, and then here. So, if done properly, boom, here, right? And you create this amazing, effortless power, heavy forehands. So there you have it, the 3 most common mistakes on the forehand and the bonus. I'm gonna do a quick recap here. Actually, let's try this. You pause the video and you try to list or to do the recap on your own. Did you remember? Did you pay attention? The 3 mistakes and 1 bonus. Let's see if you get it. All right, I'm gonna do it anyways. The number 1, releasing the non-dominant arm too early, right? And not just that, but also staying open. So this is the mistake here. You can fix it by getting more turn here, right? Or, as I suggested, keeping the left arm longer here, you can get a good coil. Boom. Number 2 was breaking the plane on the side, this plane behind the back, right? So the racket goes too far back and then goes around. So it's very easy to be late, right? Fix it by having this elbow stopping there, and then you can have a very simplified swing, and still you can create a lot of power. The number 3 was after the power position, the racket goes directly towards the ball, right? So this is the mistake. The mistake is here. Boom, right? How to correct it? Rub, and then you swing towards the ball. Rub, and then swing. Finally, the bonus, also very important. The mistake is, even if all this is correct, right? And then you kind of focus to go and swing with the racket face. Boom, right? It's gonna end up being pushed, right? It's gonna be pushed, pushed. So to fix, you have to pull more outside, have the bottom cap pointing outwards or towards the ball, and then hit. All together, when done, properly, we have a solid forehand. I hope that was useful and that you enjoyed it. I did enjoy so much. I always like to share this kind of useful advice with you guys. And if you did like it, smash that like button, share it with your friends. If you haven't so far, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget to comment below if you have any suggestions or any questions. I'll be happy to answer. And if you want to check out some other social media platforms, the links are below in the description. That's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're gonna fix, not I hope, I believe, I know, you're gonna fix your forehand, you're gonna get it right, and you're gonna hit some massive, massive forehands. Have fun. I'll see you soon in our next video.